very good afternoon to you and welcome to today's edition of Joy Business Masterclass. Masterclass is powered by Joy Business and it's brought to us by Goyle. Goyle, they say good energy. Goyle, Yenara, Yedia. Masterclass comes your way every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. and runs all the way through to 2:15 p.m. here on your superstation, Joy 99.7. My name, as always, is Yaw Anim Barnafo and I'm glad to be your host for today's edition of Masterclass. I'm super excited to be back on your radio after a rather short break in the month of February. We had to make way definitely for the parliamentary vetting sessions, which we're carrying live for your listening pleasure. But in this month of March, which also happens to be our Ghana month here at Multimedia, we'll be bringing you business stories from different places here in the country, representing what we do here in Ghana, so that your businesses can also grow and have a touch of our nationality as well. To promote our Ghanaian businesses, every now and again, we go out in the field to talk to businessmen, entrepreneurs, and find out that for all the things that we share here in the studio, for all the theories about branding, of marketing, of bookkeeping, of accounting, of recruiting, of customer service, of smile, the customer can hear it in your voice, of all the things that we teach here, how do those things resonate with our business men and women in the field? And so here on the show in this month, we're going out in the field again to have these conversations with businessmen to find out how it's resonating with them in their business. Before we go on, though, a very special birthday dedication, going to one of our silent but ardent listeners, Mrs. Sati Okran, who's the wife of the late Ambassador Lee Okran. She was 77 years old yesterday, senior citizen. Happy belated birthday to you, Mami Sati. God continue to bless you and thank you for supporting Masterclass. Please continue to listen. Just to also remind our listeners today that we're streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on X. By all means, do go there and watch us so that you can have a part of the show, to be a part of the show here to see what's going on in studio. Just to borrow very briefly from one of our resource persons, Oscar Bimpong, who was here on the show. He's a renowned Ghanaian mastermind of the Mindset Revolution. And here's what Oscar has to say. Oscar always says that the battle is not on the outside, but on the inside of us. If you can win the battle on the inside, then the battle on the outside is potentially won. I'll take that again. He says that the battle is not on the outside of us, but on the inside of us. If you can win the battle on the inside, then the battle on the outside is potentially won, and that is by Oscar Bimpong. Oscar, good afternoon to you. I know that you're listening to the show. Thank you so much for sharing those words with us, and today we will all be better for it by listening to those words. Today we go into one of those conversations with a very renowned Ghanaian, well-renowned in his field of endeavor. He's done something for himself. He started from nothing, and he's got a lot to show for it. I always doff my hat to people in the industry who start from nothing and build something for themselves. I was having a conversation with someone last week about how many people are graduating from our universities. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was graduation in the University of Ghana. We can imagine how many students were graduating and were looking to go into the job market as employees. A few people will become employers, but we need to doff our hats to those young men and women who go out there and create jobs so that the rest of us can have work to do. I'll be speaking to a gentleman who is also the CEO and founder of a startup company called Into the Unknown Tours. Interesting name there, Into the Unknown, because sometimes when you start to build a business, you're not too sure what's going to happen in the future. Nobody has a script for that.
Yeah.
You just sort of start and then you go ahead. My guest for this afternoon's conversation is Mr. Derrick Ofosu Boateng. Derrick, you're welcome to the conversation.
Thank you, boss.
I'm excited to have you.
I'm happy to be here too.
I had the sort of back-end chat with you off air.
Yeah.
And I love the energy.
Thank you.
And for those who are watching us live, you can see Derrick, and you can see that he's got a little swag about him as well. It's not for the faint of heart. Business is not for the faint of heart. Some of us are built to work systems.
Yeah.
Some of us are built to create systems.
Yeah.
We all don't have the same strengths.
That's true.
But I look at you, Derrick, and I see that you're a creator of systems.
Thank you.
Yes?
Thank you.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're going to share your story with us today.
Okay.
Not only because we don't have stories to share, not only right across the studio here in Kokomlemle, there are many people who have started their businesses. But
That's true.
We chose you today because there's something unique about your story. You're doing two things at the same time. I hope I'm not letting the secret out too early. But you'll be sharing with us
Yeah.
your walk, your journey, it's going to do two things. It's going to inspire someone who's listening to say, I've always wanted to start something.
Yeah.
But there's this dude on Joy FM right now, and I hear this is how he started.
Yeah.
So I can do it also.
That's true.
If he's done it, I can also do it.
Yeah.
And then to the second group of people who say, I'm still in there, but I want to stop.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us the brick walls that you also hit.
That's why.
And then, why you're still here and why you're still going. You know?
Sure.
So the name of your company is Into the Unknown Tours.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go into the business, I always like to connect at a certain point.
Yeah.
I won't dwell there too much because my producer doesn't like it when I do that. What school did you go to? Tell us a bit about it. I want to connect. Which high school did you go to?
Koforidua Technical Institute.
So to all the Koforidua Technical Institutes people, your boys in the studio.
My boys did,
Wonderful.
So I did automotive engineering. Okay. Yeah. So my father wanted me to do his field of work. He wanted me to be,
Don't all fathers. I mean, as you're talking, I remember the things we learned in school.
Yeah.
Pi r squared and things like that. I won't go there. But obviously, those things were to help enlighten us.
That's true.
Let's start from the beginning. After Koforidua Technical, what happened?
So after Koforidua Technical, I did radio and TV presenting, and then I did video and music production at All Stars Media College.
Right.
Yeah. So from there, I started doing music, and then you know about the story. So
I'm going to pretend I don't know because I want my listeners to be a part of that.
Okay, so I started doing music even back in high school. Yeah, so it was
one of music. Is this like entertainment nights, things like that, or?
Yeah, I was rapping, and then
if I have time on the show, you'll do a freestyle for me. Open mic, if I have time.
Sure.
But let's talk about the music. How did you get into it? Who held your hand? Who walked you into it? Okay. Why music? Why did you choose music?
I think music is a part of me. It's been part of me since I was in kindergarten. I'll go to school and then go and hide behind a beer bar and then be listening to Lumbe's song and all that. So when I started music, my grandma was like, I'm not even surprised. You just go and hide behind beer bar when you have to be in class and all that. So when I entered senior high, I met some people who were into entertainment and all that. So we started, and I was like, no, I knew I can rap. I started writing, and that was it. My first mixtape actually blew up in Koforidua. So
when you say you went into music, you were writing, you were singing, you were producing. What were you doing in music?
I was writing and rapping and performing.
Right. Yeah. So you were performing.
Yeah, I was performing.
You were singing or rapping.
I was rapping.
And then you were writing the lyrics as well.
Yeah.
Okay, but all this was for fun at the time. It wasn't commercial.
Okay, so in high school it was for fun, but after high school it wasn't for fun. It was professional. I was doing it as my work.
Did you go to school to do this, or it's just the passion at this point?
It was
just the passion.
It was a passion, yeah. But at a point in time, it was like, okay, so this is what I can do. So I'll just make it a career.
Let's go back to school. The song you wrote in Koforidua that blew up, this was in school, right?
That was in school.
This was in school.
Yeah.
So this didn't become a single or an album or anything?
No, it was actually a mixtape. It was on someone's beat, and then I wrote on it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very popular. It was very popular.
Which year was this?
This was 2009, 2010. Yeah.
So those around the time will remember.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they will remember.
And it played on radio.
Radio. Yeah, it was on radios. Even I think it was popular.
Joy FM.
Yeah, Adum FM or other stations.
What was it called?
Not Afraid freestyle. It was on Eminem's beats. I'm Not Afraid. So I did a freestyle and I rap from beginning to end. I don't remember. So
okay, I don't have my producer's permission now, but let your guy look for it.
Okay.
At some point, if we have time, maybe it's one of the things we'll go to.
No problem.
Okay. Let's move to when you decided to make a commercial.
Yeah.
This was after school.
Yeah.
Is it because it was an alternative to work, or it was just your passion driving you at the time?
It was my passion. It was my passion to.
But you needed to live. Were you on your own? Were you living with your parents? How were you paying?
I was on my own.
You on your own?
I was on my own, yeah. So after high school, I was living in Koforidua Atafo. So after high school, I just came straight to Accra and then got a place for myself. I was schooling too, and then that was when I said, okay.
So let's do this properly. Because people are listening.
Yeah.
Sometimes the feedback I get is, when you guys talk about these things, you make it sound so simple. You finished school, you came to Accra. Let's walk me through the process, because people are going through this today. And they want to know, I finished school, I live on my own, I don't have money. Did somebody lend you money? Did you live with family for a while? Did you get some support? Did somebody hold your hand?
It wasn't that easy. It wasn't easy at all. So the reason why I even came to the school I was talking about, because I wanted to be in Accra and then do my music. So I was, our mothers, we can convince them to convince our fathers. So I told my mom, I want to do this. I want to. So okay. So what do you want? I said, I want laptop. He said, okay, fine. I'll convince your father to get. So my father got me the laptop, and then I came to Accra.
Thank God for your father.
Yeah, he's late. So yeah. So we got to Accra, and then my mother tried to do this hostel for 6 months. So I stayed in the hostel for 6 months, and then I was schooling. So
you had support from family for accommodation.
For
a while,
because I was coming to school.
Right.
So that was
important to make that fact.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was after the 6 months. So the 6 months, I was like, I told my mom the fees is for 1 year, but actually it was 6 months. But I know what I wanted. So I thought after the 6 months I'll get money from music and then get my own 3-bedroom apartment or something. But reality hit in. So 6 months, I was like, I can't even pay the rest of the money. So I had to move out from the hostel. So I slept in a classroom for just 2 nights. Because I wanted to sleep at a friend's place, and he was like, Charlie, I stay with my mom. It won't be possible. So I was in the classroom for 2 days, and then my friend came through, was like, Charlie, you can come and sleep in our studio. So I slept in the studio for some time, and then our teacher, he was like, Derrick, you're a good student. You should come to school. I was like, I don't have any place to stay. So he said, gather some small money, I'll add up for you, and then come to Kaswa, because that place, the rent is very cheap. It's like, that's a deal. I got money and then moved to Kaswa. It was 18 Ghana a month or something. This like 2011.
So there are 3 things you've mentioned there which are key to me.
Yeah.
When you hit the hardest place after the 6 months, you went below sub.
Yeah.
You slept outside.
Outside, yeah.
So if you're listening to us, you've gone through that process and you are at your lowest point. It's not over until it's over.
Yeah, that's it.
Just keep fighting,
pushing,
and help will come.
Yeah.
And after that, somebody came and said, listen, you can come and sleep in the studio.
Yeah.
And then you went there. Obviously, while you are in the studio, you'll see what they do there. You'll see the work.
Exactly.
And it helps to fuel your passion in the first place, isn't it?
That's it.
Right. And then you looked for where you could afford it.
Yeah. I moved to Kaswa.
Number 3, when you are building your business, I'm trying to say this the right way. Don't punch above your weight at the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't punch above your weight at the beginning. Pace yourself. So yes, you go to where you can afford it. You work yourself gradually. Then you move to a place where you can now do things better when you've made some money.
That's true.
Brilliant. So you went to Kaswa.
I went to Kaswa. So the school and then the place I was living is in Downsoma. And Downsoma rent very high. So I moved to Kaswa, and then I stayed in Kaswa for 2 years. Getting to the 2 years, like 5 months to 2 years, and then I got a woman, and she was like, I don't like this space, so you have to move. And then she got me a place in Downsoma, and then I moved to Downsoma.
Tell me about your music. In that period, what was happening to your music? Were you selling yet? Were you making money yet?
I was making coins. I was performing. Sometimes you perform and then, okay, Charlie, G20 Ghana be born. Yeah, so
you're doing opening acts?
Yeah, that was it.
For major artists?
For sure, not major, but sometimes club, pubs and all that. So.
But you didn't stop. You just kept pushing.
I didn't stop.
Because
I was
number
pushing.
1, you had the passion.
Yeah.
Number 2, you had to keep fighting.
Yeah, because I had people that I didn't want to disappoint. They really like my music, not family, but they really like my music. They were calling all the time, and those were the people that will be supporting you. Sometimes they will be like, Charlie, some studio day here, I'll pay for you, so go and record. So you don't have to.
So you were recording at this point also?
Yeah, I was recording.
Okay. Tell me the first major hit you had in your business in terms of money for music.
Music. For music, I don't really remember. It was just small money coming in, and then and then I had someone who wanted to sign me, but the deal wasn't that good. But it was the deal was juicy, but it was still, it wasn't that it for me. Yeah, and then I don't really follow money, and then later my songs wouldn't be my song after our deal and all that.
Are you writing songs for people though?
Not really.
Yeah. Tell me about your music today. Where does your music stand today? It's in a much better place, right?
Yeah, but it's on hold.
Okay, you put it on hold.
Yeah.
This is when you went into the
unknown tours. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So I'm still recording as I'm sitting here. I'm still recording, but I'm not releasing songs.
Oh, you're piling them up for
exactly for maybe one day when I get the momentum to release them.
Have you thought of a name, trade name?
Not really.
You should think about it.
Maybe.
You should remember that I asked you this question on Masterclass. When you do and you become famous.
Sure.
Tell me about Into the Unknown tours.
So Into the Unknown, I started as
what kind of business is it anyway? Which industry is it? Is it transport? Is it
tourism?
Tourism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tourism. So I started as so it's tourism and transport because I do car rentals too. Yeah.
Okay.
So I started as an Uber driver.
Okay.
I was driving Uber for 3 months.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Was it your own car? Was it a work and pay?
It was I would say my sister. It's a friend turned sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So
help is always around. Is it that through family or friends? I'm just saying on the show that you can always get help from people around you when you want to do something serious.
Well, the help doesn't just come like you have to be a good person to get help from people. You have to.
So character
plays a role. Yeah.
Right.
You have to be a good person. So and I'm serviceable person. I always come through for people. So when I need help, sometimes I get it. Not easily, but.
So you did Uber for how many years?
For 3 months.
3 months.
3 months. So I told my friend that I wanted to do Uber and said, "Are you sure you can do it? Your status?" And I was like, "My status? Who I be? I don't be anybody." He said, "Okay, if you can do it, tomorrow come for the car." And then I took the car. So I didn't know anything about driving Uber or Boat. I just downloaded the app and I was like, "So let's go." I on the app, first rider I did successful. I was like, "Hey, I can do it." I was shouting like, "Charlie, buy you car." So I was getting money. Maybe first week I was like, so I can put 100 Ghana every day.
Save some money
every day. I can just save 100 Ghana. Then this is a good job. At least I was paying sales. I was doing sales, but others were doing 500, 600. She said I should do 400 because so. Driving the Uber, I was like, and then with the Uber, I wasn't doing what the other drivers are doing. They drive from morning to evening. No, I was online. I posted that, okay, so I'm doing Uber. So in case you are from outside or you want me to do some delivery for you, just hit me up. So the calls were coming through every day. Before I wake up, I'll get 4 or 5 orders to do. To pick something from East Legon to Kanishi for me. I'll charge, and then they know. I have some small status, and with that status, they know I'll charge more than the ordinary person. So
did your customers know who you were in your other life? Did they know who you were?
They know me online. They know, and most know that I was doing music and then doing this. So some just wanted to support. They wanted to be a part of the success story that, okay, so CD Rap is doing, because they can just go outside and get a taxi to do this, but they will call and then wait for me to come because they want to tap in. Okay, fine, this is our boy, let's support him. And then
I'll come to your influencing part very shortly.
Sure.
But it's ingenious to hear you say that you didn't go just driving around waiting for people to book you, but you put it online, and people booked. So by the time you wake up in the morning, you've got orders lined up for. You say, "I'm available from 2 to 3." Then you get one, "I'm available from 4 to 5." So your days were filled. Was this a successful approach?
Very successful. And even these days, people call me, other drivers call me, "Charlie, how can we do this? How can we do it?" And I'll give them.
This is the point I was going to make. That if an Uber driver is listening to us, and he wants to also do what you did, and save his fuel. Whenever he moves, he must move for business. Not
that's
just,
it.
Just waiting for. So you can show them how you did it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I've been teaching them even whilst I was driving Uber. Because most of the times during the afternoon, others doesn't come. So we will be at the either Marina Mall, Ofosu, most key places, and you see the drivers part, and they will be talking. "Charlie, since morning I don't get any sales," and I'll be just sitting there. Meanwhile, as I'm there, I'm just waiting for someone to drop at the airport, and the person will be like, "I'm here also." So they will be waiting for others to come for them to accept. I say, "No, this is not how you work. Do this, put it online. When you meet people, talk to them. Don't just drive them. They'll be like, maybe no, talk to them.
Engage them.
Yes, engage them. Because I once picked someone, and then that person was an senior immigration officer, and he was like, "Derrick, can you please pick me up every morning from East Legon?"
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Derrick. And it's a
So,
key thing you talk about. I love that you're stressing the engagement point.
So I was like, boss, I live at McCarthy Hill, so I can't just do it. So I'll link you up somewhere. I link the person up, and now the person is in abroad. The person is abroad.
They didn't just get business. They
and me, I'm here. The person is.
But I'm excited about something, Derrick. I listened to your story, and I hear that at every stage of your life, you pushed it.
Yeah.
You didn't do just one thing.
Yeah.
You tried to do many things.
Yeah.
And you tried to be good at everything you were doing. And you mentioned something about character.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your online influencing. How many followers do you have online?
Right.
You are quite the ish online.
Oh, so I have, let me say, Facebook. I have 37,000 followers.
Wow.
But my reach is more than that.
Naturally, because they also share with their people.
So my reach
on
is
which
more.
On which other social
so
media
I'm on Instagram to Instagram 14k, TikTok 11k, Twitter something k.
So you are very active on social media.
Yeah.
Will you say that social media, and I know it's a rhetorical question, but for you, for your personal experience, has it been helpful in developing your business, your music, your Uber when you were doing it, your tour business you are doing now? Has it been helpful?
Very helpful. I can't even go offline for just a day. Very helpful, because social media is the platform now. So anytime I have to do something, I have to post it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter first.
Okay, tell me about your tour business. If someone is listening, what is a summary of the service you provide, and how can they benefit from it?
Okay, so I plan and create tour for students, normal people, professors, doctors, married people that want to go to honeymoon. I just get a hook.
You have a website?
I'm working on it now.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do people reach you?
Through social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Into the Unknown Tours. Into the Unknown Tours. That's the name. Yeah.
And it's the same name on all the handles?
On all the platforms.
On all the platforms.
Into the Unknown Tours.
So you do tailor-made travel packages within Ghana?
Yeah.
But it would mean that you have a value chain you work with, because yours is to put it together.
Yeah.
But there's a transport bit, there's accommodation.
Yeah.
There is the security.
Yeah.
There is there are different bits of
So
it.
I do everything for them. Just let me know your budget. So my budget is 5k. I want to do Volta region for 3 days. No problem. I'll just create everything for you, talk to the hotels, book everything for you, and then just walk in. Where you want me to pick you, I'll just come and then pick you.
Okay, when you say where you want me to pick you, you have an establishment, you have a business. So everything isn't just Derrick.
That's it.
You have a team you work
I have drivers, I have team that, and then there are some people I just want to pick them myself. I just want to just handle them myself.
How many people are in your team now into the unknown?
For now, we have 4 people.
4 people in the team.
4 people, yeah.
Do you own your cars? Or people bring their own cars?
People bring their own cars. Some of them
part
bring
of the business arrangement.
That's
so
it.
They get
so I have a friend who is into car rental, so she will just give me the cars and then I sort her out everything.
How much money do you make every year? I'm saying a year because I don't want you to be specific.
Okay, so
I don't
actually,
want to chase you after the show. But what's your turnover?
So my business is just 7 months old.
It's 7 months
7
old?
month old.
Wow.
7 months old, not up to a year.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
in the 7 months.
7.
How much have you made?
I've not calculated it, but
okay.
Quite something.
But would you say that you've made back everything you've put in terms of your inputs?
A lot.
And more. Is it a business that people should go into?
Everyone should try and do it. It's very good. But you have to have the passion for this. Because for me, I love driving, I love traveling, I love seeing new places and all that. So it's like a job I'm getting paid.
So if somebody books you, you factor in the cost of the hotel, the stops, everything.
It depends.
And then you give them a price.
Yeah, I'll give them the price. So it depends on them. I'll tell them, okay, so if you are going to Cape Coast, these are the top hotels and then the nice hotels. So kindly check through and choose the one you want, and then I will talk to them, book everything for you, because most of the hotels, they give me discount, so it's easy for me to do it rather than you doing it yourself.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you've had in this 7-month-old business since you started?
Well, some of the clients, they are really hard to deal with, and then how they talk to you and all that. Some people want you to drive. Maybe you are picking 4 people. You are driving 4 people. 2 of them want you to be fast, drive speed. 2 to want you to just drive slowly. So then you are torn between handling these people. So you have to know how to balance everything.
So how do you do it?
Sometimes those people will like to sleep too. Those people who don't want to drive fast, they will just be sleeping, and then I'll just do my thing. Yeah. Sometimes I tell them, please let me handle this thing. So, yeah.
It's interesting. So this is the month we're celebrating Ghana.
Yeah.
Obviously, people will want to know about our country a bit more. Even people who live in Ghana.
Yeah.
Tourism these days in Ghana has taken a different dimension.
Yeah.
With people coming back home at the end of every year. Ghana has become quite the should I say the destination for tourism.
Destination, yeah.
If you were to speak to the business community today, what are the opportunities that they should be looking at apart from, let's say, organizing tours for people? What are some of the other business opportunities they can look at within the umbrella of tourism?
Well, so we have other people that do this naming ceremony. You know, this African Americans, when they come, they some of them traces their route.
Yeah.
So when they come, some people want to be named after Ga people. Some want Fanti, someone Achim, someone Akan. So you have to. I have some boys in Cape Coast that they don't do anything. They are just there. Charlie, I'm bringing some people. They want to be named after something. Then it's okay. So this is the price. This is the price. You just go and meet the boys. They will take you to the chief. Organize everything. They will prepare the batakari, all those, everything for you.
And it's a piece of our culture.
Yes.
You know, I think that people misunderstand it. It's not that our system is for sale. It's not. But it allows people to be a part of our experience and our rich culture and take something back with them.
That's it.
And that can become a business on its own.
Big business. Because people are getting it from that side. People are... I know some boys from Accra. They moved to Volta Regiment and Fajato just to do tour guide there. And then they are making it. They are not paying any big rents, just like maybe 10 Ghana a month, and then they are living freely. And then they are getting money. After getting paid monthly, they get tips from the tourists, and it's good.
And sometimes they also build friendships which can lead to other opportunities.
Exactly,
well.
exactly.
Have you had a situation where, let's say, you've had a car problem somewhere in the middle of the road with a team you're traveling?
No. The one I had was with me and Kwamna. We were going to Mantia Fajato.
Kwamna is your team member?
Yeah. So we were going to Afajato and our car broke down. So we were there for like 4 hours. So he was like, Charlie, we could just turn back to Accra. It happened at Drapon. He was like, we should turn back. I said, no, we should go. And it was very successful too.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of marketing and branding, I know you said you are now working on your website and all that, but you're already an influencer on social media, and you just said to us that social media is very key in pushing the business. How do you take the memories from the trips you organize and push it on social media for more traction? How do you do that?
So most of the times I'm with Kwamina, sometimes I'm alone. So when I'm alone, I make sure I have my dashboard come and all that. Take good videos. When I come, I'll just edit them together and then post them. Once a while, every day I have to post a video. Every day I have to keep the fire going.
The people who follow you, do they only follow? Are they like they're there because they know you, or these are people who actively consume your content every day and they're waiting for
so my followers, some are following me because of my music. Some are following me because of my jokes on Facebook. Some too are following me just because of tourism. Some are following like for their own reasons.
For different reasons.
Yeah, for different reasons. So I don't have just one, because sometimes I talk about music, sometimes I talk about just jokes, and then tour too. Yeah.
Interesting. What is the latest song that you've written?
So
you recorded it, right?
I've recorded it, yeah,
okay.
But it's not out yet. So
okay.
You said my favorite?
No, the latest.
The latest, okay. What's the title? Bygones.
Bygones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What genre of music is it?
It's Afro hip hop, because it's a hip hop with African drums and yeah.
Interesting stuff. If you just tuned in, this is Masterclass here on your superstation Joy 99.7. I'm here in the studio with Derrick Ofosu Boateng, and we're listening to the story of his startup business, Into the Unknown Tours. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we get interactive and you can pick up the phone, give us a call, have a chat with Derrick, or benchmark your own story. Let's hear what you are doing or what you want to do in your business and how you've been motivated by his story. We'll take a quick break right now.
Welcome to another episode of the Ghana Month edition of Showbiz News Flash, powered by Joy Entertainment. During this month, we take a look at some of showbiz industry's most iconic individuals and groups. I am Kofi Hayford. Today, we focus on Daughters of Glorious Jesus. The veteran gospel music group was formed in 1989 and comprises of Cynthia Piedu, Edna Sapon, and Monica Owusu-Ansah. Two out of the trio are sisters. Their maiden album, Awawado, released in 1990, gained them prominence, eventually releasing about a dozen more albums in 3 decades, making them arguably one of Ghanaian gospel groups with the most songs. In 2019, Daughters of Glorious Jesus launched a foundation that caters for the less privileged in society. Daughters of Glorious Jesus is our Ghana Month icon of the day on Showbiz News Flash, powered by Joy Entertainment. Remember to keep up with us on social media using the hashtag Ghana Month on Joy. I am Kofi Hayford. Joy Entertainment. We are large and in charge.
Your favorite on-air business development program, Joy Business Masterclass, is in session, and you can interact with us on Facebook via the Joy 99.7 FM or Joy Business pages. If you tweet, the handle is at Joy 997 FM or at Joy Business GH. Don't forget to hashtag JBMasterclass. You can also call us on 0302 216541 or send your questions and contributions through to the WhatsApp number 0551 111997, and our facilitators will address your concerns. Attention everyone, class is in progress.
Welcome back. If you've just tuned in, this is Masterclass. We're here in the studio with Derrick Ofosu Boateng, and he's sharing the story with us of his business startup into the unknown. He's also a musician. We're interactive right now. Numbers to call 0302 216 541. That's 0302 216 541. You can also send us your comments on 055 1111997. Derrick is big on social media. He's on all the handles. He's got about 34,000 people following him on Facebook alone, and on Instagram about another 14,000, another 11,000 on TikTok. I know that at least 10 of them are listening this afternoon. Please pick up that phone, give us a call. Let's hear your comments about Derrick and your interactions with him, or the business that you are doing and how his story has motivated you. Numbers to call 0302 216 541. That's 0302 216 541. You can send us your comments on WhatsApp on 055 1111997. If you are driving, please do not text while you drive. We definitely want you to arrive alive, but otherwise, please send us a comment on 055 1111997. Just to also remind us that today's edition of Masterclass is brought to us by Goyle. Goyle, good energy, Goyle, Yenara, Yedia. Goyle Energy brings you Goyle Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. It is flowing wah-wah at many Goyle stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goyle Super XP is quality and gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goyle Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives you longevity for your engine and makes your engine perform to the max, using minimal fuel, and it is also suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Goyle stations in the Goyle Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Goyle Super XP. Ubefili. I beg your pardon. Goyle Super XP. Ubefili. Goyle, good energy. Goyle, Yenara. Yeah, the phone lines are open. We're interactive right now. Numbers to call 0302 216 541. That's 0302 216 541. Or you can send us your comments on 055 1111997. We're having a chat here in the studio with Derrick Ofosu Boateng. He's telling us the story of his business journey, the ups and downs, the successes, the wins, and the learnings, so that we can all be better for it. I know those comments are coming through shortly. Derrick, I was going to ask about the hotels that you work with and the various brands.
Yeah.
Are there specific brands that have become regular in your business?
Yeah.
Who have become regular because they're reliable or because they always sort of give you the best service, so that your customers are happy? Are there some of these brands that you
yeah,
use,
and
these hotels
in Cape Coast I have hotels that whenever I call them they don't disappoint. I'm like, I have clients coming down and they want to spend 2 or 3 days, so they will give me discount to give to my client, and then we will just walk in.
Right. But apart from the discounts they give you, because you give them regular business, do they also consider at any point that your bill is part of the discount they give you? So you don't have to, because you're bringing them the business and it's on a regular.
Yeah. So, sometimes most of the hotels are expensive, especially when they see the diasporans. Yeah. So I talk to them. I have, even sometimes they are booked, but the person is not right in the room or is in Ghana or something. So they were like, okay, so we are fully booked, but because of you, we will give you a room for your clients.
I'll come back to that brand conversation because apart from the hotels, I also want to know about the other parts of the value chain. I've got a message here from Gabriel Danso in Dawina. Gabriel, good afternoon. Thank you for reaching out to us here on the show. Gabriel says that, good afternoon, Masterclass. Please ask Derrick to explain further, because I'm interested in what he is doing, because I also love to drive. So, Derrick, I know you said a lot, but for someone who probably missed what you said because they just tuned in, you're going to tell us a bit more to pique their interest. Okay, so hold that thought. But I've got a caller on the line. Let's take that call, then we come back. Good afternoon. You're welcome to Masterclass. Your name and where you're calling
I hope you're doing well. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. You're live on Masterclass. Your name and where you're calling from?
Ajima Joseph, Commissioner Itema.
My brother, how are you?
I'm very strong. I hope you're also doing well.
I'm good. Talk to me.
Tell your guest I envy him so much. Jack of all trades. I like driving because I want to explore. Going to the north, south, west, and east. Especially carrying goods from one place to another. I want him to employ me.
Okay.
I will work as a driver moving from one place to the other.
Right.
But my question is, he made mention of some of the inconveniences when you are driving 4 people. One person say, I want this music. Another person say, oh, the music is so loud. Another person, I want to hear the music loud. You are going too slow, or lower your speed. How does he go with it? I mean, how is he able to cope with this?
Okay, all right. Joseph, please keep listening. We'll ask him to answer that question briefly. All right. So that was Adiman Joseph. He's one of the regular listeners of the show, and he wants to know. I think you try to explain it. About how you balance it sometimes, depending on. But you tell us in your own words. Maybe you should give us an example of one time that happened, and how you dealt with it without giving too much information. Yes.
So one time I was driving these professors from Canada. They were 4, and then the 4 from the Caribbean. But the Ghanaian was like, yo, your music be too loud. Me, I don't like this type of music. And the other 3 wanted me to play dancehall for them. And she was like, no, she don't like this kind of music.
Oh, was she with them? She was traveling with them?
Yeah, they were together. So I was like, okay, so now the majority said I should play dancehall for them. You said I shouldn't. So now what should I do? She was quiet. And then I just lowered it a bit for them, and then it was okay. That's it.
So you managed it in the moment.
You have to manage it.
And it's on a case-by-case basis.
Yes. So now it's up to them to solve their issue. For me, I'm just listening to the majority.
Right.
So that's it.
But that also sort of puts you in a bit of a bind, doesn't it? Because there's only one vehicle you're traveling in.
Yes.
There's only one system that's playing the music. Yeah. And you have to achieve compromise somehow.
So when what the majority wants, you have to do for them, and then you are only one person. So,
but you see, you should also pay attention to the minority who.
Oh, that's true. I won't neglect you or ignore you, but I'll make sure we are all comfortable.
Okay. This one is from Kweku in Accra. Kweku says, "You're making strides in 7 months. That is awesome. I'm hoping to connect with you. Let's do this right now. I know you're on social media, you've mentioned it. But just put it out again. And is there any number that people can call to reach?
So on social media, into the unknown tours. Okay. So my number is 0241 553 613.
Please take it again, but slowly for me.
0241 553 613.
Okay. I can tell you on authority that your phone is going to start ringing up in a few minutes. So I hope that someone.
So they should bring joy. If you want to rent car, if you want to book a trip outside Accra, Cape Coast, Volta, North, just name it. We will take
and
you.
And if they mention that they heard you on Masterclass, do they get a discount?
Yeah, they'll get a discount. I'll give them a discount because of you.
Right, that's wonderful. I mean, and it's, you see, my excitement about this is that young people are doing things for themselves.
Yeah.
It's time that we start to create things for ourselves that also open avenues for other people.
Young people are doing this, the tourism, because whenever I travel, I meet them, other squad bringing their people. I was like, yo, Charlie, bro, you did do well, that be it.
So for the gentleman who said he wanted to know a bit more, what will you tell him? In summary, I mean, just very, what will you tell him to inspire him to get out of his bed?
He should just start something. I started as a Uber driver.
Okay.
So whilst driving, I learned a lot from the other drivers.
Hold that thought for me. I've got another caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're welcome to Masterclass. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon. I'm Bishop calling from Asante Mampo.
Wow, all the way from Asante Mampo. Good afternoon, Bishop.
Please.
Thank you for calling us.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I just want to contribute to his situation. He found himself in a dilemma. 3 people wanting dance music, and then one says loud and one.
Yes.
Meanwhile, they are together. You see, this issue can let us develop something. Even in some cases, they are there with the TV sets in cars.
Right.
So 3 people can be sitting at the back. They will have earpieces, and they're looking at different movies.
Right.
There are some car tips that can have that facility. So this can let us think outside the box and get these things in our cars, so that when we have passengers who are trying to have different tastes, then the earpiece or the Bluetooth can work for them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bishop. I think that's a very, very good contribution. So he's asking us to leverage on ingenuity and on technology to see if we can find alternatives for all of our customers, and I think that'll be helpful. I think I've got another caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're welcome to Masterclass. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Yaw Anim Barnafo. This is Lukman from Teshinungwa.
Wow. Thank you so much for calling us from Teshi. Talk to me, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to congratulate your resource person for doing what he's doing.
Thank you.
But I'm against those who advertise their success on radio.
Okay.
What I realized about Ghanaian is that, he has started it about 7 months ago. Now people are realizing that he's making it. So a lot of people will start moving into it without even having passion for the work. You realize that a lot of people will move in, then they destroy the business. That's what I've been observing Ghanaians. So everybody will have to be innovative. There are so many programs in this country that we can be innovative about it. But the moment we hear somebody making good ways in his or her business, everybody will start moving into it. Before we realize we destroy it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. I think it's a very valid point, and I'll just respond very quickly so we can move on. His point is that even when you are excited about an opportunity, research it a little.
Yeah.
Because you have put in the work.
Yeah.
You have gone through the mill, and so you're doing it and it's working. Well, his point is against those who will not take time to find out
and don't have passion for it,
and then they'll go in and then they'll begin to mess it up, sort of. So it's a very fair point that you make. Thank you so much for making that contribution. I've got another message on social media. This one, you didn't add your name for me, but it says, please, what day and time is Masterclass? So it's on Wednesdays at 1:30 every Wednesday. But all the shows you've missed, you can just go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page and just type the date of that Wednesday, and it should be there for you to watch. I think it's still Kweku from Accra. Kweku, thank you so much for reaching out to us. I've got a few more minutes. I could take maybe just one more phone call and maybe one more message. Numbers to call 0302 216 541. You can send us your message on 05511 11997. So Derrick, if we remember nothing from today's conversation, put out your handles again, where to find you online, your phone number again, and then you said that people can get in touch and leverage for business as well. Put that out as well again. And then after you've done that, then we'll do your final takeout. Okay.
So Into the Unknown Tours on all the platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Into the Unknown Tours, and then the number is 0241 553 613. 0241 553 613.
And if anybody gets in touch, you're happy to leverage with them and get somewhere.
Yes.
And they get a special discount if they mention
I'll give them a
Masterclass.
discount if they mention Masterclass.
Right. Your music, you haven't started putting it out yet, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, when should we expect
The
it to
last
come out?
one was in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully maybe this year. Maybe
this year.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. When you put it out,
Yeah.
please get in touch.
I will.
With us.
I will.
We'll be happy to learn.
I will.
So if we remember nothing from today's conversation, Derrick, what should we, and I want you to speak to the camera, to someone who's listening, who's watching us. Speak directly to someone who wants to start a business. Either the same thing as you've done, or differently. Let's do that first, then we'll do your takeouts.
So just move. Just move. Do something. Just don't think about the money or the profit at the beginning, because a lot went inside us that started this. So just move. Just do it. Just do it. Don't listen to anyone. Just move it.
Just move it.
Yeah.
Don't be discouraged. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
If we remember nothing from today's conversation,
And if you are on something, if you are doing something and it's not working, you can always change it and just do something else.
Okay.
Time is never late, so just
right. But whatever you do, keep moving.
Just keep moving.
Don't be in one place.
Don't stop. Just do it.
A friend of mine said, when you wake up in the morning, whether you leave your room or not, night will still come.
Night will still come.
So
you have to
so
eat.
you must well move.
Yeah, you for move. You have to move, no matter what.
Right. What's our takeout? If we remember nothing from today's conversation, what do you want us to remember from today's conversation?
Just remember, nothing comes easy, because sometimes even when I wake up 6 o'clock, I have to go and pick someone, and that time they sleep, they be pass. But you have to wake up, shower, and just go. So all I want to tell you is just don't sit at one place. Just do something. Go out. When you go out, at least you come out with 10 Ghana. It's good.
And it will be something for your time.
For you, yeah.
This has been an interesting conversation with Derrick Ofosu Boateng, talking to us about his startup business into the unknown. This has been Masterclass here on your superstation, Joy 99.7. God willing, next week we come your way with yet another exciting edition. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you same time next week.
Thank you.